Hey, what's going on, guys? It's James. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how exactly to find a foreclosed home. What a foreclosed home is a bank-owned property. So the person that was living in it and they originally had the loan for the property, they couldn't make their payments, so the bank foreclosed on them and took back that property. Then the bank had that property at auction. No one showed up or no one bought this property, and then now the bank is listing it with a realtor. Now I'm going to show you exactly where to go to find these foreclosed homes, and whenever you're running your analysis on them, if they're going to be a deal or not. So let's hop into my computer right now so I can show you what to use. We are on foreclose.com. Now this pulls a bunch of data from different counties and determining which properties are getting foreclosed on. Either they're in the pre-foreclosure process or they're actually already foreclosed on. If you don't know what a pre-foreclosure is, click on this little tab that's going to be popping up right now. It's going to take you to another one of my videos, and it's going to be telling you how exactly where to find and how to buy a foreclosed home. It's a different style than what I'm teaching you here today, but it does go over what a pre-foreclosure is. And there's going to be a link to foreclosure.com in the description, so I'll just take you right to the website. So the city that we're going to be using is, let's just say Oklahoma. Let's say Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. All right, cool. It pulled up a bunch of foreclosed properties. You can already tell right off the bat that the pictures, they're just of a satellite image. So with most cases, when it comes to foreclosed properties, this is all you're going to get. Sometimes you're going to get pictures. Most of the time, it's just a satellite image like you're seeing right now. We're going to scroll down and see if we can see some pictures, because I just kind of want to give you guys an idea of what's going on. So, okay, so this one right here has 11 pictures. It's listed for $70,000. That's not a lot of money. If you're getting some value out of this video, please hit that subscribe button down below and turn on bell notifications so you get notified every time I post a video just like this one. And that's one reason why people want to get into foreclosed homes, is because the barrier to entry is so low. Now, you got to be careful with this type of stuff. So let's click on this home and see what we're looking at. Very, very outdated. So we're just going to run some numbers on this. So as you can see over here, market value 110, rent value 1,010. Do not go off these numbers. I have found that they have been wrong. This foreclosure.com is really just a repository of foreclosed homes, and that's all I want you to use it for, is to find foreclosed homes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this address. We're not going to take in some of the rehab that might be going along with this. We're just going to see if it cash flows based off of the number that it is right now. The next thing we do with this is we take this property's address, we just go over here, we copy it. Next, we're going to go over to Rentometer.com, and if you've been following me here on the channel, I love it. It's very accurate. Every single time I need to find out if what rents are going for in a certain area, this is what I go to. And a link for Rentometer.com is going to be in the description down below. And I've been using this software for a little bit over 2 years and has never led me astray. It's always been very, very accurate. And now we paste the address into Rentometer.com. We're going to say, you know what? It said it was going to be $1,010. Let's see, $1,000 for rent. It was a 3-bed, 2-bath. So we're gonna go over back to Rentometer, plug in 3 beds, and it's gonna be over 1.5 bath. Building type, we're gonna put it as a house because obviously it was a house. Analyze address. Okay, cool. The rent in this situation is okay. The average looks like it's about $1,100, so it's a little bit more than what foreclosure.com was giving us. After we get that bit of information, we're going to take this property, we're going to plug it into Zillowcom, because what we're going to do next, we want to figure out what the monthly payment is going to be, so we see if it cash flows. So we're going to paste again the address in here, hit enter. It's going to pull up the foreclosed home. So it even gives you a little description for foreclosed homes. This property is owned by a bank or a lender. Take 3 seconds, hit that like button, turn it blue, because it really does help out this video. It tells YouTube that this video is worth watching, and I do believe people need to know about this because they don't know where to find cheap homes. What we then do is we go into the monthly cost. We're gonna go all the way down to here, estimated monthly cost. Go in here. It's being sold on foreclosure.com for $70,000. Plug that in for the home price. Down payment, leave it at 20. We're gonna say interest rate's about 4%. You're looking at about $353 a month if you bought this property for $70,000. Now, we didn't take into account for rehab. I'm gonna say maybe it's about $30,000. So maybe that jumps up your monthly payment by about $200. You know what? Let's go in here and look at it. So $100,000. Let's see. Oh, it was a little bit less. It was about $170. A little bit less than 200, what I guessed. You get $504 in monthly cost if you put 30 into it. You bought it for 70. Now, what does this mean? You remember in Rentometer.com, it was $1,100 an average for the rent in that area. Next, you want to take out for any expenses that you might have it just being a rental property. So that means vacancy, that means maintenance, that means property management. We're going to take a very conservative number and say all of these expenses might take you 30%. So all you do to get the 30% is you take the $1,100, then you times it by 0.7, because 30% off of 100% is 70%. This will give us the actual number that we don't have to do any more adding and subtracting. So we just hit equal. So it's $770 a month after our expenses for property management, vacancy, and repairs. Next, we're going to minus the $504 for the mortgage, estimating that the cost is going to be $30,000 for rehab and you buy it for $70,000. You get a cash flow of $266. Now, what kind of cash on cash return is that? Well, you put down 20%. So you put down $200,000 on the $70,000 plus a $30,000 rehab. Well, that's your monthly cash flow, 266 times that by 12. You get $3,192. That's your annual cash flow. Next, you divide that by $20,000, the amount that you put down, and you get a 15.96 cash on cash return. For me, when it comes to cash on cash returns, 15% is the bare minimum. If it's a 14.4, that's a no-go. I might go, 14.5, 14.6. I might just round it up and say, okay, it's a 15%. This is exactly how I'm finding foreclosed homes and how I'm finding them so cheap. So I highly encourage you to click on the link down below, take you to the website. That way you can start your search for some foreclosed homes. Until next time, guys, I'm out. See ya.